Yes, there are.
No
but even if that's fake news to say there are not. It's fake news.
It's fake news for you to inject BS and say that it's equal to the real data.
It's not BS. But even if I were to grant you that, okay, the point is the illegal alien crime rate should be 0. It should be. You can do your nails. You know who can't do their nails? Are people who've been killed, Anna, by dangerous, known illegal aliens who've been allowed to stay in this country because of the leftist policies that people like you promote in so-called sanctuary cities
I'm so tired
to allow
of
them to hide in plain sight.
already. Just because you want to compromise
well, I don't care if you're
your
tired
values.
Of it. Go back to,
Listen, I don't
go
care.
back to filing your nails.
I don't care what you call me. To me, you're practically as irrelevant as Donald
Well, you
Trump
sure seem
Jr.
to care.
Well,
Officer
no, I don't have to care. I don't have to care, and a lot of America doesn't have to care.
File his
You
nails,
love to
Ana
come in
Navarro.
here
Maybe
and
you
do
can.
ad hominem
He doesn't
attacks
have that
at
luxury
me.
because he's dead.
When
and
I
he's dead
was
an illegal
supporting
alien
Republican
who was
candidates
twice arrested,
when you
who was
weren't
a known
when you were
crime
under
member,
a rock
was
star.
allowed
Give me a
to
damn
stay
break.
in this country
there's no more
because of
progress on this. But
misbegotten
Steve,
leftist
let me just tell you.
Kevin, any thoughts on that exchange?
Well, it was pretty edifying, right? I've been following this woman, Ana Navarro, for some time. She used to describe herself as Nicaraguan by birth, American by choice. Now she describes herself as proud Nicaraguan American, loving my hyphenated life. She came to this country in 1980 from Nicaragua, and she came because of Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter decided to depose the government of Somoza, and he was a bad man, so the United States, must get rid of him. And the result was a civil war. She ended up in the United States. This is a very powerful argument against foreign intervention. Because every time the United States intervenes in a foreign country, a whole bunch of those people end up in the United States. Same thing happened in Canada. Canada intervened in Somalia, and guess what? Now we have the tremendous cultural enrichment of Somalians in my country. But you see, this woman, she's been in the United States since she's 9 years old, but she doesn't sound very American, does she, Luke?
Not at all.
Not at all. She was a Republican hack for several years. She worked on the, national co-chair of the Hispanic Advisory Council for John McCain in 2008, John Huntsman Jr. in 2012. In 2016, she supported Jeb. And she really, really, really hates Donald Trump. Perhaps one of the reasons, as was suggested to me on Twitter today, is that Donald Trump has made fun of, shall we say, full-figure gals.
Oh, yeah.
Of which Anna is definitely one. There was a profile of her by Jonathan Blitzer in the New Yorker 2 years ago, and she comes off as a really obnoxious person. She seems to regard herself as some sort of queen, Latino queen. And, it's a big mistake to look at Latin American politics in terms of left and right. It's all rival families. And it's been rival families since these countries got their independence from Spain. There's no ideology there. It's just a question of who's in charge and who's stealing. And she is a typical what they call pez gordo, big fish, who looks down her nose at the peons. And that's another reason why she would hate Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump was elected president by the peons of the United States. And, you see, she became a big deal because the Republicans have been sucking up, particularly the conservatives, have been sucking up to minorities, to immigrants for decades. They really believe that immigrants are better in every way than the native stock. And the result of this has been that the immigrants have repaid this with contempt. And I don't know why anyone would be surprised by that. Because weakness is always repaid with contempt. You remember what Osama bin Laden said about the weak horse and the strong horse?
Yes.
That people are naturally drawn to the strong horse. And, well, the strong horse in the United States now is ethnic identity and hatred of white people. So, you know, this is what people like Ana Navarro are drawn to, you know? But you look at what she did today. Yeah, I don't know. Some people might want to have a little talk with her. You know, this histrionic sigh and filing her nails while a man is talking about foreigners murdering Americans, that does not go down well, even among liberals. Even among liberals, that sort of act. You see the mask slip there. You see the contempt with which she regards ordinary Canadian or ordinary Americans, the contempt with which she regards the United States itself. And if you read the New Yorker story about her, profile of her, you'll find out there's only one issue that's of real importance to her, and that is immigration. Specifically, bringing more of her people into the United States in order to crush the gringo.